And it's the day after everyone pretty much had like 10 days off in a row. So I was hoping you could help everyone get back into the swing of things because this is the Monday-est Tuesday ever.
No pressure is needed or required or going to serve you or anybody else. And it's so easy to add pressure to the mix or to think that pressure will somehow motivate you to make things happen. But the opposite is true. Pressure slows things down, makes things feel heavy and hard, and it's just unnecessary.
Mix 102.5, the best mix from the 90s to now. Big Poppa in the afternoon. It is a mental wellness Wednesday. Life coach Rebeccah Silence, RebeccahSilence.com. And of course, the book Coming Back to Life is available now wherever you get your books. Happy New Year, Rebeccah.
Well, Happy New Year, everyone. I love you all. I'm so grateful to be here.
So today we're recording this on Tuesday. And it's the day after everyone pretty much had like 10 days off in a row. So I was hoping you could help everyone get back into the swing of things because this is the Monday-est Tuesday ever.
It is, and it's a big week. I think the number one thing I can do to help us all get back into the swing of things, including myself, is to just remind us all no pressure is needed or required or going to serve you or anybody else. And it's so easy to add pressure to the mix or to think that pressure will somehow motivate you to make things happen. But the opposite is true. Pressure slows things down, makes things feel heavy and hard, and it's just unnecessary. So
Because you're talking about self-induced pressure, not
I
necessarily.
am 100% talking about self-induced pressure, but also pressure from loved ones and family members and bosses. There are people that this time of year, without even meaning to, just put pressure on their relationships and on other people. We do it to ourselves, but other people can do it as well. Like just yesterday, I mean, this is a little example, but my littler one, she's 7, was home, no school yet, and we had a storm, and she's watching a movie, and my husband says to her, "Oh, is this all we're going to do now is just watch TV?" And like without meaning to, that puts pressure, right? And we do it to ourselves and we do it to each other, and it's just not good or useful. So instead of feeling pressure, instead of that, have compassion for yourself and just pick one thing that you want to accomplish this week and let that be enough, and let yourself create that thing without pressure and from a place of just confidence and commitment. And I am going to create this because this is my priority. And I think the most important thing we could all do is prioritize this week from a place of like, what do you actually want to do? Not what should you do? What is terrible if you don't accomplish it? But just what do you want? What do you want to feel this week? What do you want to create this week? And I am the biggest hater of New Year's resolutions, by the way.
Right.
And I don't use that word hate like ever, but I hate the idea of a New Year's resolution because it already creates pressure and feels like you're wrong or bad or in a deficit because you haven't done the thing you think you should do. Create because you want to, and create because you can, and pick like one priority for this week. That's it. And let it be enough. And don't lose sight of, you can reinvent yourself and your life and choose powerfully always, not just New Year's week, and ease yourself into this year. For me, my word for 2022 is relax, because the more relaxed I am, the more grounded I am, the more powerful I am, and the more I create. Pick a word for yourself for the year that feels good and creates space and allows you to remember who you are and who you choose to be now.
Rebeccah, you were talking about choosing one thing and concentrating on that for this week. Can you give some examples? Because I walked into work and it's just, my email's backed up and it's boom, boom, it's rapid fire, everything. So like, what kind of thing should people concentrate on to help put together that's not work induced or,
Or pressure focused.
Yeah.
Right. This is a great question. So it's easy to be like, okay, my health is out of control. My money is out of control. I don't like my boss or my coworkers. I can't stand my spouse. My kids are making me crazy. It's easy to be thinking about all the things that you wish were different, but just focus on what would feel good. The goal is, let's build momentum this week. So what's one thing that you could prioritize, that you could accomplish, that builds momentum? That is where I want your energy to go. Find a way to build a win. So that might be you delete 500 out of the 3,000 emails in your inbox numbers that are sitting there. That could be cleaning out your voicemail inbox so that people can actually leave you a message. That could be changing your voicemail. That could be, responding to text. That could be blocking the 3 people you can't stand that you don't actually want to have a relationship with. Go ahead. But what are you going to do that builds momentum, that takes care of and honors and respects you? It could be cooking your favorite meal. It could be carving out time to watch a movie, to take a bubble bath with candles. I don't care what your gender is. I highly always recommend a bubble bath with candles. It could be downloading the audiobook Coming Back to Life that I wrote and starting to listen to that. But just what's one thing you're powerfully choosing that takes care of you, that makes your life easier and builds momentum and creates a win for you?
It is a Mental Wellness Wednesday. It's life coach Rebeccah Silence coming back to life, available where books are. And you can go to RebeccahSilence.com for all kinds of information. And there is a Facebook group as well. Rebeccah, always a pleasure. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye, everyone. Join the Healing is Possible private Facebook group for a sense of community for sure. See you all soon.